Hello, Lagos. Good morning. My name is Mark Onoja, and you're welcome to another episode of the Growth Room. I'm pretty much excited about today for what I'm going to share. Usually, the question I get from startup and small business owners are how do we create a business that doesn't look like another 9 to 5? How do we have a business that is profitable? And how do we achieve our objective in life and in business using our business as a vehicle? Now, these questions and more you will get answers to during every episode of the Growth Room. And today's episode, I will share on three key principles that ensures that customer come back over and over and over again. Now, one of the things about running a business is that the key objective of starting a business, one of the key objectives, not actually the entire key objective, but one of the key objectives of starting a business is to get and keep high valued customer. I shared about it last time, so I want to expatiate more on that, and we're going to share on three key principles that ensures that your customers come over and over again, and of course refer the friends and family. So don't touch that dial. I'll be back in 30 seconds time, and if you have a friend or a business partner or someone that runs a startup or a small business, invite them to this. Thank you. Welcome back. If you just joining, this is the Growth Room with Mark Onoja, where I share with you on how to start, grow, and scale your business. The whole idea is to help you build a structured and a profitable business so that you can achieve your life's objectives using your business as a vehicle. Now, today I want to talk about three key principles that ensures that customers come over and over again. Now, one of the things about life is that life is not supposed to be like a hit and run success. You should ensure that your success in life is predictable. And what makes life predictable is the word called principles. Now, one of the principles I usually love, and I use it for example very well when I'm teaching people as regards to personal development or ensuring that they build a sustainable and a efficient and profitable organization, is the principle of gravity. Now, whether you like it or yes, anything that goes up comes down. If you throw your child up, I know your child is very lovely, right? But your child is definitely going to come down and perhaps break some few bones, right? Or just cry, basically. And I remember when I was little, when Abuja then, Kuba Abuja then, and I think rain was falling, and we are just playing, and I jumped from my house and I jumped down, and of course I landed with my hand and I dislocated my hand. That was a very painful experience, right? One nurse pressed my hand very well till it had right back. So it just means that principles ensures that we have predictability, right? And today I want to share with you on three principles to ensure that customers come over and over and over again, because you cannot afford to always be getting customers. A time in your business should come whereby you should have customers that are allegiance to you, customers that stay with your brand. Now, trust me, I was talking to some persons, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, and I said, say, till I go and meet my creator, I will always be using an iPhone because they have caught me. That anybody else that I saw using an iPhone, sorry, I'm not marketing iPhone, but sorry, it's like you're using the Palasa, sorry, all right. But I'm just saying that iPhone has really done a good job to ensure that they keep me. Now I'm going to teach you on how to ensure that customers stay when they come. So three things you need to do. So quickly, we're going to share on those three things, and I will take some questions. Number one, to ensure that customers come back is that your transaction, that means that exchange of value between you and your customer, they pay you, you deliver value to them, must be efficient, right? So number one, efficient sales process. It means that at the end of that transaction, customers should get value for their money. It's not that I paid for something and I'm not getting value for money, right? So you're always angry when you pay for something and you don't get value for money. It hurts you, and you start second guessing that person. You hardly go back, right? Even if the person is your relative, you start vexing. So the number one thing that ensures that customers come back is that they get value for money. So you need to ask yourself one question: what is value to the customer? What I'm selling, does it deliver value? Now, value basically takes the form of product and services. So value just talks about anything that helps people solve problem or provides a solution to them. So when people come to you, it's because they have a problem or they are trying to achieve a goal and they need your product and services, right, that you sell to help them achieve that goal. Human beings are naturally selfish. We don't just like just pushing money out there. Anytime we're trying to commit money to anybody is to get a return. So you need to ask yourself this question as a business owner. Does what I sell provide value for my customer? Does it help them solve the problem? Does it help them create a solution to the problem? If your product and services doesn't take that, there won't be that efficient part, meaning customers will not get value for money. And when customers don't get value for money, they will try somebody else. And that is just the truth. Even you listening to me right now, you will try somebody else when you're not getting value for money. So we have changed a lot of brands, a lot of us. Some of us have even changed some network service provider. I'm not going to call names, right? I'm on air and I'm addressing Lagos and outside Lagos also too, because we were not getting value for money, right? What you bought versus what you got, right? They normally call it what you ordered versus what you get, right? So most times when you order for something, you don't get it, you don't return back. So if you want customers to come back, you need to be very efficient. There are some certain customers we're currently dealing with right now that for some of them I had to even go over and above. And for some of them, we'll also have to go over and above to ensure that we deliver on value. I rather you over deliver than under deliver. Over delivery is very good. Do over delivery, right? Of course, when we're talking about project management, there's something called scope creep, right? In project management class, I could share that scope creep when you deliver over value, and sometimes they call it that you're eating into profit, but it's not. You're not eating into profit. You would get that over and over again later on. So you must deliver value every time. Kill it. Every other time, kill it. Let it be that customers will say this person is efficient. Deliver on promise. You promise something, you deliver it. What is in your marketing stuff should be there. If it is not there, apologize and make amends. If you cannot make amends, return the money back. I've done that several times. I've sent people the money back. I may even send somebody his money back sometimes next week, right? Because the project is not going as we ought it to be. Yeah, it happens too. I'm not perfect. I'm single. So you must deliver on value, right? Efficiency. That's number one. Number two. Number two. Number two. So the first is efficiency. Second one is coincide. When you hear the word called coincide, it's another word for the word seamless, simple, easy. Now, I'm not going to call names. There's a certain establishment in the country that everybody avoids going there because anytime you go there, you are always stressed. You will go from one floor to another, pick one document here. There's no digital process there. They don't use the internet very well. You can go there sometimes and see people watching film around 8 o'clock. I'm not calling names. If you know, you know. But they are not efficient. They are not consistent. It's not a concise process. You get tired dealing with them. So your business should be designed, or your sales process should be designed in such a way that customers get it easy. So one of the things I do is I help people build processes, right? So after this show, I'm heading to the island. I'm going to meet a client. So we're helping the client build the process. And one of the things I usually tell people is that your processes should not be more than 5, so that you can easily teach your staff, right? So let me pause here. If you're just joining, this is the Growth Room with Mark Onoja, where I teach you on how to create a structured and a profitable business so that you can achieve your life objectives. Today we're talking about 3 core principles that ensures that customers come over and over again. You're welcome. So sit down, relax, take notes, and enjoy this. So back to what I'm saying. Your business process supposed to be coincide, including your sales process. Let people know that I bought from you and it was easy. There was a easy buying process. This is what I want. Okay, pay. We have confirmed your payment. Where is your address? We're shipping it to you. Simple. I've gotten. Thank you for coming to buy from us. We're expecting you to buy more again. Thank you. I hope you got your package very well. It's as simple. 4 step, 5 step, and you're done. It's not that we pay, we'll go and fill one long form, and the next time you people are talking as regards to whether the product is the right specification or that, the person is already stressed. One of the reasons why customers pay us, I'm not using us because I'm a business owner too, is to take stress off them. Is to take stress off them. Now, if they are being stressed and they have pains dealing with you, trust me, they will not come back. You don't go somewhere where you are stressed. In fact, why you pay for some things is because of you want to remove stress. It's like some of us, some of these um car ride stuff, right? So car hailing services, I don't want to call names. Some of us stopped using some, or gave some drivers some bad score because that process was stressful, right? You paid for stuff like that. I don't want to call this, but you paid for stuff like that. It was a stressful process. So you need to ensure that your sales process and the transaction process is coincides. It should be easy. There are some things that you can take out, right? Some processes and some steps within your sales process can be chunked or can be taken out, right? So very, very, very important. And number three, so I've shared on two: efficiency and coincide. So let me share on number three before we can start taking calls. Now, if you want to call in, you have a question to ask as regards to sales or any other question you need to ask. It's usually a live show where I take questions. The number to call is 091 36 000 410. So the number to call again is 091 36 000 410. You can either call or send a text message. If your network is not good, the other call or send a text message. So the number to call again is 091 36 000 410. So call and give you one or two advice and wisdom on air. So I've shared on coincides and I've shared on efficiency. Efficiency means that your products and services provides that value promised to customer. What they buy versus what they get is in sync. Number two, coincides. Trust me, it has to be an easy process. If it is stressful, they will not buy. And they will not buy. Some people will not even buy. Or after they buy, they won't come back. So please trust me on that. People don't usually go where they are stressed. And especially in this generation where we find ourselves, the Gen Zs, they don't like stress. So it's just going to be so some of the older generation banks, I won't call names, basically lost the younger generations, right? The millennials and the Gen Z, because their processes was stressful. And let's just frank, you go to bank and you queue. I'm not calling names. You go to bank and you queue for like almost 2-3 hours to get your money, right? So technology makes sense. So you can look at how you can involve technology within your operational process or your sales process. Then finally is the word called risk-free. So when you talk about risk-free, everybody has had a poor buying experience. Everybody, anybody you see, has had a poor buying experience. Now, the world where we find ourselves, this part of the world right now, integrity is a very scarce commodity. Now, let me repeat myself. The world where we find ourselves right now, God is helping us, wasn't getting better, but integrity is a very scarce commodity. Let it be that when somebody wants to buy something from you, let me give you a practical example. They send money to you and you're not responding. You just went blank. You just went blank and you're not responding, and you respond after 2 hours, and the person would have sent some serious money to you, and the person's heart is already going up and down. Chances are the person will not buy from you again, right? Or when you respond, you don't even respond properly. When you get alert, please send a message back to people and say payment received with thanks, because it's going to take that risk off them, right? Because the world we find ourselves, this part of the world, not the entire world, right? I have friends in the West, I have friends in Southeast Asia and in Europe, and yeah, so we have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Can you please reduce the volume of your radio set? Just turn off your radio set.
I've done that.
Okay, good morning. What's your name and where you calling from, sir?
My name is Abijo, calling from Satellite Town.
Oh, Odi Joe calling from Satellite Time.
Abijo, IBUI.
Okay, Happy Joe. Okay, calling from Satellite Time. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I just question I really want to ask.
Yes, you need to reduce the volume of your radio. And
The baby is off completely.
okay, fine. Okay, you can just talk, but maybe talk slowly. Your network is a little bit but you can talk. You can go on, sir.
Okay, so I'm I'm into straightforwarding.
Okay.
I'm into production of things.
Okay.
By the time the straightforwarding got a little somehow low in customer contribute.
Okay.
because most of the customers that do are Chinese.
Okay.
So come and go back and all of it.
Okay.
So I need advice. How do I make up into going other blue chip companies in Nigeria? How to get there
Okay.
and stay slow in the business?
Okay. So if I get you clearly, you do freight forwarding and you're looking at how you can increase like your customer base and get more customers, right?
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So there are four things you need to do. I'll just quickly run through it. If you want to increase sales, number one, who is your target market? Why should they buy from you? Right? So you need to properly define who your target market is, right? Is it also the Chinese freight people or there are other companies that can actually buy from you? So you need to basically have that done. So who is your target market? Why should they buy from you? Number three, where do you find these guys, right? And how do you get to them? So if you find them on LinkedIn, go after them on LinkedIn. If you find them on if you need to get the number and call them or visit the office, basically get to do that. Then set sales target for yourself. Now, when I mean setting sales target, basically is that okay, coming up with how many sales you want to make. Now, if you come up with how many sales you want to make, say you want to be making like 10 sales every month, you need to then ask yourself, how many persons can I talk to that will ensure that I get that 10 sales? I don't know if you get that point. Yeah, it's fine. So define who your target market is. Ask yourself, why should they buy from you? Then you need to say, okay, where can I find these guys? Where can I find these guys? Then go where you can find these guys. Then thirdly, set a sales target. And fourthly, take action. When you do that, basically your sales is going to turn around. Do you understand? And I'll just give you just a quick one, right? Before maybe we'll take the next caller. I normally tell people if you want to basically boost your sales as a small business owner every month, just come up with a list of 150 prospective customers and call them. And you need to call them within 1 week. You will definitely get a sales or more safe. Do you understand? So get 150 of those prospective customers, call them, and you get that. So you can. I'll also drop my number at the end of the show. So just wait till the end of the show. You can drop my number. I have a webinar I'm doing on Saturday where I'll be taking business questions. So you can actually attend the webinar. Of course, ask one or two questions too.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. Do enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
Thank you, God bless.
You're welcome. All right, so the number to call again is 08 sorry not 0 I almost called my number 09136000410. The number to call again is 09136000410. So the third one I said was risks, right? So you need to remove that risk. So people should buy from you and not feel that they are taking a risk, right? Human beings, we don't like taking risks, especially the risks that is a bad risk. So we don't like taking risks. So you need to tailor what you are doing in such a way that it would communicate to customers that they are not taking risks buying from you. If they know they will be taking risks buying from you, they will not buy and they will not come back if they bought from. So when they send money, confirm it. Send a message, payment confirmed with thanks. This is when you're going to get your product delivered. If you are sending it through a dispatch rider, follow up with the dispatch rider too. Let's not be the only client following up. If not, get a staff to be doing that. Then they follow up. Oh, sorry, ma, the dispatch rider is having issue. He's going to be with you within an hour. You just take that risk off them so they know that this person, even if there's an issue, the risk attached to dealing or buying from this company is very low and they will do more business with you. Let me just add the fourth one, just an extra. Good customer service. Now, we all go to places, right? And we buy from people that we know that they like us. So you need to have good customer service. I normally give this example. If you stay in an area where somebody have like a small kiosk where they sell something, if somebody is opposite your house and doesn't treat you well, and someone else is like far, like 500 meters or even 1 kilometer or 200 meters, you prefer to go to the farther place than go to the other place, right? Even guys with that barb hair, if we go, our barber is usually farther away from our house. Why? Because we know that the barber treats us well. So you need to treat every customers that come in well. Treat them well as kings. They call them customer as king, which is true, right? So you treat them well as kings. Okay, so in wrapping up, we just shared on three things and I added the fourth one. So to ensure that customers come again over and over and over again, number one, your sales process has to be efficient, deliver results. What they buy versus what they get should sync, the same thing. Number two, coincides. You should have a seamless sales process. It should not be strenuous dealing with you. It should not be strenuous dealing with you. Easy step. What we normally do, because we do a lot of projects for customers, is that if we're onboarding customers, we send them the plan. This is what we're going to do in the next 30 days. There's a client that we're onboarding. We're supposed to do like HR business support for her. I'd already sent her what are the steps. These are the 4 or 5 steps we're going to use to dealing with you. So you understand part one, part two, part three, part four, part five. Simple. Then you have to remove risks from what you're doing, and finally you have to ensure that you treat your customers very well. Okay, fine. So to wrap up the program for today, thank you, Mr. Victor, for producing. My producer, Mr. Victor, he's been very awesome. Okay, fine. So let's wrap up today. So in the month of every month going forward, so one of the things I'll be doing is that I would be hosting a live Q&A section. So now the reason why I am making my webinar live Q&A instead of just teaching you is that questions are better. Sometimes you are teaching people what they don't really need, so I prefer people to ask questions. So I'm going to host in a live Q&A section. It's going to be for like an hour and a half. It can be more depending on how many questions I get, where I'll be answering your questions, your business questions, any of your business questions basically you have. I have over a decade experience with running business and working with startup and small businesses, almost 15 years actually. So it's going to be on Saturday, 31st of January, and it's going to be 7 p.m. GMT +1. Now you need to register if you want to attend the live Q&A, because it's going to be holding in a private Google Meet, right? So it's everybody that registered that gets it. So if you are interested, now you can send me a message on WhatsApp. My number is 081 6986 1467. The number again is 081 6986 1467. So just send me a DM on WhatsApp. Just say I'm interested in the Q&A with Mark Onoja. I'll send you the link to register, and once you registered, you're going to get the meeting link sent to you on, I think, Friday night, Saturday. And don't call, send message. They're already calling me. Please don't send a message on WhatsApp or send a text message. Thank you. Right? And definitely I'm going to send you need to attend it, because I'll be sharing and I'll be answering good questions, right? I'm currently teaching some women, and what I even shared with us today came as a result of one of the things that one of the women asked me in class, right? I was supposed to be sharing on what to focus on as a business owner for the new year, but I just thought about sharing this. So one of the women asked me questions, and I answered that question, and guess what? The next day she sent me a message, like, it's working. That coach is working. I was like, yeah, definitely it's worked, because I've tried it over and over again. So you need to be there, and the number to send a message again to is 081 6986 1467. I repeat, 081 6986 1467. So it's a live Q&A section. You're allowed to ask a lot of questions, right? In fact, one of the forms you'll fill is that I'll have your questions, so I'll just basically just answer a lot of those questions straight. Thank you for joining in the month of February. Of course, we'll share more as regards to how to create a structured business, how to have basically proper finances so that you can achieve your business objective. Thank you once again. My name is Mark Onoja, your business growth expert, and this is the Growth Room. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.